On August 2, 2025, Major League Baseball made history with the MLB Speedway Classic, a regular season game between the Cincinnati Reds and Atlanta Braves. This was no ordinary matchup. It was a bold leap into the unknown, a daring experiment that would test the boundaries of America's pastime and challenge the very idea of where baseball could be played. Instead of a traditional ballpark, the game took place at Bristol Motor Speedway, a venue famous for the roar of engines and the blur of speeding cars. For decades, this iconic stadium had hosted some of the most thrilling moments in NASCAR history. But on this night, it was transformed into a cathedral for baseball. The infield was meticulously converted into a pristine diamond, with crisp white baselines and lush green grass, all surrounded by the steep banks of the legendary racetrack. The juxtaposition of the baseball field against the backdrop of the Speedway's towering grandstands created a visual spectacle unlike anything the sport had ever seen. This event was more than just a game. It was a celebration of two American traditions. The strategic world of baseball collided with the high-octane energy of stock car racing, creating a one-of-a-kind spectacle that captured the imagination of fans across the country. The air buzzed with excitement as the crowd embraced the novelty, waving both baseball gloves and checkered flags. MLB's goal was clear: to energize fans, reach new audiences, and prove that baseball could thrive anywhere, even in a coliseum built for speed. The Speedway Classic was a statement, a declaration that the game's spirit could adapt and flourish in the most unexpected places. For many, it was a chance to witness history in the making. The stakes were real, with both teams fighting for playoff position, adding intensity to the novelty. Every pitch, every swing, and every play carried extra weight as players adjusted to the unique environment and the pressure of performing on such a grand stage. The atmosphere was electric, with the outcome uncertain until the very last out. Fans from all backgrounds, baseball purists, racing enthusiasts, families, and curious newcomers, flocked to Bristol to witness this once-in-a-lifetime event. The parking lots were filled with tailgates, laughter, and the shared anticipation of something truly special. For many, it was a rare opportunity to see their favorite sport in a completely new light. As the sun set and the lights illuminated the field, the Speedway Classic became more than just a game. It became a memory, a story to be told for generations. Fireworks lit up the night sky, and the cheers of the crowd echoed through the grandstands, marking the occasion as a true celebration of innovation and tradition. Long after the final out, this game would be remembered as a landmark moment for the sport. The MLB Speedway Classic proved that baseball's heart beats strong, no matter where it's played, and that sometimes the greatest moments come from taking a chance on something entirely new. Bristol Motor Speedway, a cathedral of speed nestled in the rolling hills of Tennessee, has long been a mecca for racing fans. For decades, its thunderous oval has hosted some of the most electrifying moments in NASCAR history, with engines roaring and crowds on their feet. But in the summer of 2016, this legendary venue underwent a transformation that stunned both sports enthusiasts and casual observers alike. The Speedway became the most unique baseball venue ever imagined, as its iconic track was reimagined to host a game of America's pastime. The idea was bold, almost unthinkable, turning a racetrack into a baseball diamond. But the visionaries behind the project saw an opportunity to create something truly unforgettable. Its steep grandstands, which usually echo with the deafening sound of engines and the scent of burning rubber, now surrounded a custom-built baseball field. The juxtaposition was striking. Where cars once sped by at breakneck speeds, players now took their positions on the diamond, ready for a new kind of competition. Engineers and groundskeepers worked tirelessly to construct a professional-grade diamond right in the infield, complete with quirky, non-traditional dimensions and a lush, meticulously maintained outfield. Every blade of grass and patch of dirt was carefully placed, ensuring the field met the standards of the sport while fitting within the Speedway's unique contours. The sight of a vibrant green diamond nestled inside the iconic Speedway was nothing short of surreal, a true marvel of logistics, engineering, and creativity. It was a testament to what can be achieved when imagination meets determination. With seating for over 150,000, the scale of the venue dwarfed any Major League Baseball stadium, making the atmosphere even grander than the World Series itself. The sheer number of fans, the energy in the air, and the panoramic views created an experience that was both intimate and monumental. Players and fans alike were awestruck by the vastness and energy of the setting. For many, it was their first time witnessing a baseball game in such an unconventional arena, and the sense of wonder was palpable. The echoes of cheers and the crack of the bat reverberated in a way that felt entirely new. Bristol had previously hosted a record-breaking college football game, but baseball brought a fresh set of challenges. Dugouts had to be built from scratch, drainage systems re-engineered to handle the new field, and sightlines adjusted so every fan could see the action. Every detail, from the placement of the bases to the orientation of the pitcher's mound, was carefully considered and executed. The successful transformation proved not only the Speedway's remarkable versatility, but also Major League Baseball's willingness to push boundaries and embrace bold ideas. It was a celebration of innovation and teamwork, as hundreds of workers and planners came together to make the impossible possible. For one unforgettable night, the world's fastest track became baseball's biggest stage, shining under the stadium lights as history was made. The result was a visual and cultural spectacle unlike anything the sport had ever seen, a moment where tradition met innovation and the spirit of competition soared to new heights. The Cincinnati Reds and Atlanta Braves were the perfect matchup for this historic night, two storied franchises, each with a rich legacy and fiercely loyal fan bases. The energy in the air was electric, as fans from both teams filled the stadium, their cheers echoing through the stands and out into the city. This wasn't just another game, it was a meeting of regional rivals, each determined to prove themselves on one of baseball's biggest stages. The Braves, led by the steady hand of manager Brian Snitker, arrived with a roster packed with talent and experience. Stars like Matt Olson, whose powerful swing can change a game in an instant, and Austin Riley, known for his clutch performances and relentless hustle, brought championship pedigree and undeniable star power. The Braves lineup was a reminder of their recent successes and their ongoing quest for another title. On the other side, the Reds, under the guidance of veteran manager Terry Francona, showcased a blend of youthful energy and seasoned leadership. Rising star Ellie De La Cruz, with his electrifying speed and raw talent, represented the future of the franchise, while the rest of the team prepared with focus and determination. New faces like Miguel Andujar and Cabrian Hayes added fresh excitement to the Reds roster. Their arrival brought hope and anticipation, as fans wondered how these talented newcomers would impact the game and help shape the team's identity moving forward. The pitching matchup was a local dream come true. Rookie Chaseburns, a Tennessee native, took the mound for the Reds, carrying the pride of his home state and the hopes of a new generation of fans. His journey from local standout to major league starter made his appearance even more meaningful for those in attendance. The Braves had planned to counter with Knoxville's own Spencer Strider, whose blazing fastball and competitive spirit have made him a fan favorite. For the home crowd, seeing two local heroes face off on such a grand stage added a deeply personal touch to the night, making the matchup even more special. With the series tied, the Speedway Classic became the ultimate rubber match, raising the stakes to new heights. Every pitch, every swing, and every play carried extra weight, as both teams battled not just for a win, but for bragging rights and a place in baseball history. Players from both sides took a moment to marvel at the incredible effort behind the event. The unique stadium setup, the attention to detail, and the buzz of anticipation reminded everyone that they were part of something far bigger than a regular season game. This was a celebration of the sport itself. The atmosphere inspired both teams to rise to the occasion. Determined faces in the dugout, high fives exchanged with fans, and a sense of unity on the field showed just how much this game meant to everyone involved. This was more than a rivalry. It was a showcase for baseball's future. A night where legends could be born and memories would last a lifetime. For players and fans alike, it was a reminder of why they fell in love with the game in the first place. The Speedway Classic was more than a game. It was an all-day festival. Fans enjoyed a massive party zone, a towering Ferris wheel, and race cars painted in MLB team colors. Batting cages and food trucks added to the carnival atmosphere. Music legends Tim McGraw and Pitbull energized the crowd, blending country and pop for a true cultural celebration. Player introductions were pure spectacle. Each rode a pickup truck around the track, honoring NASCAR tradition. The ceremonial first pitch united sports icons from both baseball and racing, symbolizing the event's spirit of unity. The festivities set the tone for a night that would be remembered for years. The Speedway Classic was Tennessee's first ever regular season MLB game, a milestone for the state. Hosting at Bristol Motor Speedway, a beloved local landmark, made the event even more meaningful. Over 85,000 fans poured in, giving the region a major economic boost and putting Tennessee on the national sports map. The event inspired young athletes, especially with Tennessee natives Chaseburns and Spencer Strider set to pitch. For local fans, seeing MLB stars in their backyard was a dream come true. The game celebrated Tennessee's culture and showcased its ability to host world-class events. It was a night of pride, inspiration, and new possibilities for baseball in the state. Just as the festivities peaked, a sudden downpour swept over Bristol, delaying the game for over 2 hours. Fans huddled under cover, but the mood stayed upbeat. No one wanted to miss history. The rain forced the Braves to scratch Spencer Strider, disappointing many, while the Reds stuck with rookie Chaseburns. The delay tested everyone's patience, but the crowd's resilience was remarkable. When the skies cleared, the energy was electric as the grounds crew readied the field. The first pitch finally came at 9:41 p.m., greeted by a deafening roar. The storm had only heightened anticipation. Players and fans alike were ready for baseball's grand experiment to resume. The night was back on track. When play began, over 85,000 fans packed the Speedway, shattering the MLB regular season attendance record. The towering stands created a wall of humanity, amplifying every cheer and making the atmosphere electric. Even veteran managers and players were awestruck by the sheer scale. The crowd's energy turned every play into a momentous event, with cheers echoing through the Tennessee hills. Fans of both teams, and many neutrals, created a festive, unified celebration of baseball. The unique setting inspired players to deliver their best on this massive stage. Every pitch, hit, and catch felt bigger than ever before. The shared experience forged a powerful bond between fans and players. It was a night that redefined what a baseball crowd could be. The Speedway Classic was more than a spectacle. It was a bold step in MLB's strategy to grow the game. By staging games in non-traditional venues, MLB is reaching new audiences and making baseball feel fresh and inclusive. Events like the Field of Dreams game and now Bristol show the power of creative thinking. These games celebrate local culture and bring the sport directly to fans wherever they are. MLB uses these events to test new ideas, from player introductions to fan engagement. The success at Bristol proved baseball can innovate and adapt for a new era. The future of the sport looks brighter and more adventurous than ever. As the final out was recorded, the Speedway Classic left a lasting legacy. It proved that baseball could thrive in bold new settings, inspiring fans and players alike. Tennessee's pride and passion were on full display, strengthening its bond with MLB. The event created memories that will be shared for generations: families, rain delays, and a record-breaking crowd. More than a game, it was a celebration of community and innovation. The echoes of that night will linger, a testament to baseball's power to unite and inspire. The Speedway Classic was a grand slam for the sport's future.